Hi everyone, I'm Holly from Hand Printed, and today I have a tip for you, a little product that we've started stocking that can help solve a unfortunately common printmaking problem, and that is blocked acrylic ink in your screens. So when you're screen printing, if you're a screen printer, you will know that you need to wash the ink out of your screen as soon as possible after you finish printing, or it can dry in the screen and block the mesh. This can be a big problem because it means next time you go to print your design, you're not going to be able to force the ink through the screen because it's blocked with dried ink. This is usually quite a difficult problem to solve. Sometimes it even causes the need to remesh your screen. But we have now got Printmakers Washdown from Zest-It, which is designed to remove acrylics, so you can use it on lots of different surfaces. And I'm going to show you today how to use it to fix a blocked screen. Now, I wouldn't recommend using this on screens that have been exposed with the design. It is very likely to remove the emulsion from your design, so the screen will have to be re-exposed. But if your screen is blocked with ink anyway, you might have to do something quite drastic, in which case that would involve removing your design anyway and starting over. This should hopefully stop you having to throw away your mesh and get the screen remeshed, which can be expensive and time consuming. So a little bottle of this in your studio is going to help out. Now, I've tried this with acrylic screen printing inks and it works really well. I've also tried this with pigment and binder inks for fabric screen printing, and it worked well on that too. It was a little slower to work, but it did the job. I'm just going to show you one little test area of screen that I have blocked with a little smudge of ink to show you how quickly it removes it. So I have here an A4 90T screen. Now this mesh is usually what you would use to print onto paper, and I've smudged a little bit just with my finger of acrylic screen printing ink that we've mixed with acrylic paints and System 3 acrylic print medium, and I've let it dry. This would be an issue if you were needing to print with this screen. So I've got here my Printmakers Washdown in 125ml bottle, and I'm just going to pour a little bit into the cap. Don't need a lot. And I've got a brush here. An old brush is fine. You don't want something too fancy because you're probably going to splay those bristles quite a lot. And I'm going to work a little bit of this onto the affected area of the screen. And hopefully you can already start to see that the area around it is turning a little pink as it starts to break down that ink. Just going to do a little on the other side as well. And there, it looks like the blockage has completely gone, so I'm going to rinse this. I would normally rinse this under a cold tap or hose, but I'm just going to use a sponge just to illustrate. And now you can see it's completely gone. There is not even a trace of that acrylic ink. You might find with some colours that you'll have a stain, but it doesn't mean that necessarily it's still blocked. If you hold it up to the light and you can see light through it, it means that it's just stained the mesh and it hasn't blocked it. And that's not going to cause a problem with any of your printmaking. As always, I would recommend that you wash your screen out as soon as you finish printing to not allow any ink to dry in the screen, but this Printmakers Washdown just provides a little get out of jail free card for if something happens and you do get any ink blocked in your screen. You can find this Printmakers Washdown, the screens and all other printmaking materials at handprinted.co.uk. Happy printing!